Welcome back. This is Pick,
Welcome back to the show, you guys.
and this is going to be a recap of the NFL games, and we're going to start with Atlanta and the Saints. Jesus. This game went to overtime. It was a really high-scoring game. It was crazy to think how many points they scored. Whole bunch of passing yards and a lot of running yards. Drew Brees threw for almost 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Matt Ryan threw for 374 and 5 touchdowns. Coleman didn't really do much, 15 for 33. Kamara didn't do much on the ground, 16 for 66, but he had 124 receiving yards. Michael Thomas, man, he had 124 yards receiving, and he's looking like that dude. He's looking like a top 5 receiver this season so far. But gotta give it to Ridley. His pick for player of the game, and he played amazing.
Yes, he did.
3 tubs. How many yards did he have?
140.
Almost 150 yards. So yeah, he played amazing, and that's what they got him for. When Julio's going to get doubled and locked up by elite corners, they need someone else to step up, and Ridley stepped up.
Yep.
And I'm impressed with this Atlanta team. They definitely fought back, but you gotta give it to number 9 of the Saints to pull it out in overtime.
Yep.
But the biggest question for me is, can Atlanta's defense rally and help them make the playoffs?
Yes, I do. I think their defense is pretty good. They're just kind of, I believe, hitting a little stubble mark right now. And that's the thing, man. You got number 9, Drew Brees, on the other side. It's hard, man. It's hard. He's a quarterback that can throw for 300, 400, 500 yards, and he showed in this game he could do that, man. And yeah, I believe so, man. I think their defense could step up and be a little bit more better and consistent than they have been. Yeah, man, this was just a shootout. Not really much defense from both sides of the ball, and not really much running game for both sides of the ball. It was really just slinging the rock down the field.
Yeah.
All the way through the first through the third quarter, pretty much everybody just scored a touchdown each quarter. But man, that fourth quarter exploded for both teams. Saints scored 14, and the Falcons scored 16 in the fourth quarter. They had a crazy fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, that led to overtime, and Saints winning that OT, man, and taking it. Man, so both quarterbacks, I don't know the exact numbers, but both quarterbacks easily throw for 700-something yards. That is ridiculous. And there's 8 touchdowns between the both. So, yeah, man, this was just if you like a high-powered offense game, this is the game to watch, man. They were throwing touchdowns and throwing rockets, man. Yeah, I picked Calvin Ridley as my star player, and he definitely shined. That's the thing, like what he said, man. That's going to happen. The best defender on the other side of the ball is going to guard Julio Jones. So it's bound to happen that either Mohamed Sanu or this young man Calvin Ridley is bound to have to step up. If not, then they're going to be a whack team. But it looks like Calvin Ridley can be that second super second receiver, man, because he looked really good. I think the thing that impressed me most with him is his route running. He can run routes really well, and he was getting in those cuts and losing his defenders, man. So yeah, man, he played really well, and yeah, these Falcons could easily bounce back and be a really legit team. But today, New Orleans took it, man. They were just getting the better deep balls and more touchdowns. So good game, good win for the Saints.
That's the thing about it. This new NFL is you got to have an elite 1 receiver, and you got to have a really good number 2 receiver.
At least, yeah.
And a lot of people criticize Atlanta for drafting Calvin Ridley, but I'm not. I think that was a good pick.
That was a great pick. Yeah.
I think that was a great pick, and that's
Showing
right now. To answer the question is, I'm a no right now. They're losing their best middle linebacker, their best linebacker, and their best safety. And yeah, man, that's 2 really big losses. And I wasn't super sold on this defense in the first place. Ted McKinley can't stay healthy. He's been really good when he's healthy, but he keeps getting dinged up. Beasley, or however you say his name, 44 for the other defense, he's been kind of okay, but He hasn't been elite like he was a couple seasons ago. But yeah, the Saints defense is kind of whack too. So
Right?
Atlanta definitely has a chance that they can get some things shored up. But I'm not sold on either one of these defenses right now.
Right?
But definitely sold on both offenses. Atlanta's offensive looked a lot better this season than it did last year, and I mean it's Breeze. I mean they need to get their running game a little figured out. Mark Ingram coming back definitely is going to help shore some things up, I think. But yeah, Michael Thomas, he's been amazing this season. I'm really impressed with him. And yeah, Alvin Kamara, I mean he's just going on that route like he did last season.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a little more of a struggle for Alvin Kamara to run the ball because he's that one lone back. Last year it was him and Ingram. And yeah, once Ingram comes back, it's going to hopefully switch and become a little more easier for Alvin Kamara. But yeah, right now he's just more of a receiving back. He's really good at that. So that's what they're going to use him as, and that's fine until Ingram comes back. You know, use your player. That's the thing. Use your players to their strengths, and that's one of Kamara's strengths is getting out there and getting one-on-one with linebackers and stuff, and just pretty much eating their lunch. So, yeah, man. Like I said, these Saints. Hopefully, like you said, both of these offenses definitely have the potential to lead their team to potential Super Bowls, but both of these teams got defensive problems to figure out. Honestly, more in the case for the Saints because I thought the Saints were going to be on par with the defense that they had last year, and it's not looking like that. So
Not so far.
yeah, man, this was a super offensive battle. So if you guys missed this game and you guys love offensive games, you guys need to go check these highlights out.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that'll do it for me.
Do it for me too. This is Pick.
Please like, subscribe, comment down below. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching.